शांति।
Om Shanti.
सबसे बड़ी संतुष्टि
The biggest contentment in our is the contentment of our own efforts. When we make constant, continuous efforts, then inside there is a lot of patience, a lot of contentment, a lot of peace, a lot of accumulation that happens, because of which then we can inspire the self, but also others. We can inspire them and also make them receive many attainments. So we did go into the depths of the lotus flower, that we do not want to have anyone's influence, not even slightest influence. Like they say, no, even the drop of water shouldn't splash on me. What people think, what they say. Sometimes even nature, there is some upheaval. But mine is relationship with one Baba. Whilst walking on Srimad, whilst reading Murli, my mind, intellect should think only that what Baba says. This is what should come or emerge from inside, that this is what Baba says. This is what Baba says. Not this one said that one said this. Everyone has different opinions. But then we have to be beyond all of that. And so in a very natural way, the Satogun, elevated virtue, emerges. When we start with 16 celestial degrees, that is Sato Pradhan, most elevated stage. But then as we keep moving forward, then a few celestial degrees become less. And Baba says you eventually reach to such a stage when there is zero celestial degrees, and it's like extreme darkness. And then Baba tells us, child, now heaven is to be established. And so on the confluence age, through the pilgrimage of remembrance, you become Sato Pradhan from Tamo Pradhan, most elevated from most degraded. So the alloy of Tamo Pradhan, the sanskar of Tamo Pradhan, is where there is dishonesty, from here to there, little bit, we keep saying there are wasteful things in Tamo Pradhan stage. The mind will make a promise, but then you won't be able to do. That is again Tamo Pradhan stage. In Rajo Pradhan stage, sometimes up, sometimes down, sometimes yes, sometimes no, sometimes you want to do, sometimes you don't want to do. It's as if there is some confusion inside. And then when you come into Sato stage, then Baba says you will give happiness to everyone. The one who is in bliss, who is happy, will give others happiness, right? They say that if somebody has even little sorrow or little, they get upset or they are worried, then that worry will give them sorrow. They won't come to know it, but it is there inside of them, right? It's not that they are trying to make effort to give sorrow, but if they themselves are hurt inside, then they will hurt others. So that's why Baba says, child, through my remembrance, whatever, these sanskars are there, remove them and become Satopradhan. And only through remembrance can you become Satopradhan. Because when Baba talks about fire of yoga, what is it? What is remembrance? In remembrance, you have to make your mind stable. You have to remove your intellect from everything else and put it in remembrance. Even if the intellect is somewhere else, even if it is 1%, then also it cannot be stable in Baba's remembrance. And so the behavior of Sato is such that they will, even though they see the weakness of others, but they will have mercy when they see that. And secondly, they will think what power do they need? What virtue does the soul need? And so I bring that virtue in my own behavior.
मैंने बहुत बारी अनुभव किया है कि किसी में देखती हूँ
I
कि
have
बहुत अच्छा
experienced this
है,
many times that
जवाब
many
दे रहा
sometimes
है,
have
खुद
certain
बोल रहा है,
habit of giving answer in certain
तो
way
उसमें कोई
or
शक्ति
whatever,
नहीं है ना,
then there
किसी
is
प्रकार की
definitely
तो
some
बड़ी कमी है।
lack of power or lack of
तो
experience.
जिसको कमी है
So then
क्या कहते
whatever
हैं,
lack
कहना
they
से क्या
have,
फायदा,
if you
डरे
shout them
रहेंगे
or
तो कुछ
scold
फायदा
them
नहीं
or
है।
if you keep saying them, will there be any benefit in that? No.
हमारी जो भावना है उसके
Our
प्रति,
bhavna, our feeling towards them,
जिसको हम करुणा
that
भावना
we
या
say
दया
is the
कहते हैं,
compassion or what
तो
we
क्योंकि
call
ये
as
परिवार है ना,
mercy, feelings of mercy,
तो
because it is our family.
परिवार में करुणा
So
भावना
when we
डालते ही
bring these feelings of compassion and mercy in our
तो
behavior,
सदस्य आते
then
हैं, वो शक्ति आती
the
है।
other souls, they experience power through that feeling.
जैसे हमारे बाबा थे,
For example, our Baba, Brahma
वो
Baba
सब कुछ
was
देखते
there.
थे, वो
He
सब
would
कुछ
see
जानते थे
everything. He knew
कि हम
everything.
क्या कर सकते हैं,
Where we
कहाँ
can
क्या
make
और
things better,
कहाँ
where
समस्या
we
रहती है।
can make little bit more good effort.
तो बाबा मुरली में
So
समझाते थे,
Baba would
चलते
say
फिरते
and explain in the Murli, and even whilst
साथियों
walking
के
and moving
देखते
around, he used to be very
सब
detached
अनुपम
observer. And whatever it
वर्षा
is,
रहती है, तो जैसे लाइट फाइट रहती है,
the effort makers that he would see, he would just share his
जैसे
light and might
लाइट
with
हाउस
them.
माइट हाउस
So
बन
Baba
करके,
says you have to be lighthouse, might house, and then serve.
तो वो कैसे होता
So
है,
how
उससे
will you do
शुरू होता
that?
है ना,
That happens throughout the day, no?
लाइट माइट मिले
Hi, everyone
तो उसमें
receives the
शांति
light
मिले,
and might they receive the
कमजोरी
righteous
मिले,
direction. Their
हिम्मत
weaknesses
बढ़े,
get removed and
क्योंकि
they
कई बार
receive
हिम्मत ही टूट जाती है,
courage, because many times the courage is also not there. It's
बहुत
broken,
आवश्यकता
and
पड़ता
then
है
you have to
कि
keep lot of
जिसमें जिसमें अपनी
caution,
कमजोरी का ज्यादा ध्यान दे
because
जाते हैं,
the person, when they become more aware of their weakness, then there is little bit disheartenment.
कि नहीं,
I don't know if I will be able to change or not. This shouldn't
लेकिन
happen.
नहीं मुझे बदलना ही है,
But no, yes, I want to
मुझे हिम्मत
change. I
नहीं
want to
हारनी,
transform. I have to keep the
मैं तो
courage.
बाबा का बच्चा
I
हूँ,
am Baba's child. Definitely, I will
अच्छे अच्छे
transform.
संस्कार
These
देने का
good
काम करूँ,
thoughts, determined thoughts should come in their mind, not any
क्योंकि
disheartenment
हम भी कुछ बन
or
जाते
thoughts
हैं,
of sadness, because we
ये
become
उनकी कमजोरी
instruments,
है,
no? It is their
बाबा
own
ने एक बार
weakness,
किया
but
था,
then
देखता
we
हूँ
keep reminding
ये
them of their
सक्षम नहीं है,
weaknesses, and then he
सब
doesn't have
बंद
the
करो
power.
बंद करो।
Then he doesn't know, actually doesn't understand how I can
तो
transform.
अगर किसी कारण
So
से
if for whatever
उसमें
reason,
रुकावट होती है,
if there is
उसमें
obstacle, they
कठिनाई
feel
आती है,
some
ये भी
a
तो एक
reason,
विचार
then
है ना,
I also become an instrument in causing that obstacle, right? This is also
जैसे मम्मी
creating
कहती थी,
an account of
कई
karma,
बार
right?
कष्ट होता है,
So
तो एक
Dadi
बहन
Janki
बोलती है
used to say
सत्संग
many
के मंचों
times,
में जाती
sometimes
है,
happen, and there was the sister who's trying to
कि
figure
ये
out
करो
a
ये करो,
lot and
सब
trying to
बराबर
go
हो
into
जाए,
details, into everything. And then Dadi said, now
मंचन
stop
से
it,
भी बनती है,
because
वाणी से भी
then this
बनती है,
creates a lot of karmic accounts, even through
तो वो
mind, even
मैंने
through
शुरू आज से 10 साल
thoughts,
करते
even
रहे,
through
जब से मैं
actions. And this is 10, 12 years
सत्संग
before
में
when I
जुड़ी हूँ,
heard this through Dadi's mouth, and I keep so much attention on
गलती
myself.
नहीं है,
Whatever is
गलती
necessary, we say that, but we keep
हमारे
discussing
मित्र
that
जैसे
is
गीत हो जाते हैं, राइट,
then it becomes
तो जो
songs,
हमारी
no?
कमजोरी
Why we
होती है,
should
हम
say,
बाबा के
why we
ज्ञान
should
से आते
sing
हैं,
songs of somebody's weakness? We
उसको
should sing
सुख
songs
देने
of
की
Baba's
कोशिश
praise.
करें,
So the
उसको
sanskars of giving
सुख
happiness
जैसा
is
बनाएं,
satoguni. That is the one who have the
सुख दें,
behavior of satogun will always
इसका
give
मतलब ये
happiness
नहीं
to
कि
others. It does
ज्ञान
not
देने से
mean
भाव नहीं
that
बढ़ेगा, नहीं, वो भी
they
चाहिए,
will become, they will neglect it or they will not care,
जब तक
but
खुश
they will
है
have the thought that they will change, because when
तो
the
परिवार
human being is
चलता
happy,
है,
and then
बढ़ता है,
their realization
दूसरी
power
बात
increases, they
टेंशन लेंगे
understand the experience, and then they are able to transform. So we
तो
keep
कोई
attention,
टेंशन
no
नहीं,
tension at all, but we do keep
तो
attention.
वरदान सब सुख
So
है,
this is the blessing, no, that everything will become
ऐसा
easy.
सोचते हुए आप
When we think like this, then we keep the aim that
कि
everything will be easy.
सतोगुण क्या होता
Keep
है,
the aim that what is Satogun? I want
इसका
to
अनुभव
understand that, I want to
करना
experience,
है,
I want to
बाबा के
realize
लिए
and
सत्संग
feel that
लाना है,
I, the soul in Baba's remembrance, I am
बहुत
becoming
बड़ी
Satogun.
है,
Satoguni. This is also a very big accomplishment to experience my own Satoguni stage, and we should attain that. Om Shanti.